Hey, Matt here, and I want to tell you about an exciting new program that takes automation to a whole new level. It's from the developers of Scrapebox, and it's called ScrapeJet. If you're a Scrapebox owner, then you're probably familiar with testing proxies, harvesting keywords, harvesting URLs, setting up names and emails and comments, and then posting, and then exporting the successful, and then checking links, and then saving it all just to find the live links. And that's a lot of steps, and it takes a lot of manual intervention. ScrapeJet will do all that automatically with just a few clicks. So basically what you do is you load in some keywords or load a list, you load in some URLs or load a list, and you save that profile off, and then you click add profiles down here, you add it in, and you hit run session. And that's it. You can walk away, go to bed, go to work, eat some food, have a break, and ScrapeJet will do everything else for you automatically. It's going to test the proxies, it'll harvest proxies on its own, it will harvest keywords, it'll harvest URLs, it'll harvest comments to use when posting, it'll generate names and emails automatically for posting, it'll post to URLs that it's found and harvested, it has its own rapid indexer built in, it's going to check for links when it's all done, and then it's going to save all the found links to a file all automatically. You get the option of using multiple profiles. You can enable and disable them, hence the red and the green. If you edit profile or just right click, you get options like setting a PR filter and an OBL filter, such as not posting when PR is greater or equal to X on a domain or a URL, setting not posting for outbound links, using names and keywords, and you can use spin text to link lock your anchor text to the actual URL, so you can use multiple different URLs from niches and put those all together in a file, and it will keep all the anchors and spin the anchors and locked into the particular URLs and everything. All of that has the option to run automatically. You also get the option to resume session, so if you pause the session or stop the session and want to go back later and pick it up right where you left off, you can just resume session, and it keeps a whole log so that you can pick up any of your sessions right where you left off. Under settings, there's some really great options. You can harvest for proxies or use your own proxies, of course. Simply control connections and timeouts. You can use a bad word list filter and a blacklist for URLs and words that you don't want. It comes pre-installed with multiple engines such as Blog Engine and WordPress, and then you can install other definitions, which is great because as the ScrapeJet team adds new definitions, you can just go through here and click what you want and click install, and then all of a sudden you have all these new platforms that you can post to. Currently it has LifeType, Nucleus, Pixel Post, and Plogger that you can post to as well, which is great. Then you can also set the time frame for harvesting. You can change different Google domains. You can do safe search and pause and all that sort of stuff, and even Captcha Sniper is built in. On the second page here is a really cool feature called IntelliKeywords. Now what IntelliKeywords does is when you give it your list of URLs, it'll actually go and load the page, and it will use an algorithm to analyze the page and determine the most applicable keywords to that particular niche and to your actual web page, so that you get on target keywords, and then it'll go and harvest more keywords related around that. So when you put in a profile, you could just put in the word car if you wanted, and then check this IntelliKeywords box, and ScrapeJet's going to do everything else for you automatically, and automatically pull the keywords that you need and that are relevant to your website, and analyze that, and then get more keywords surrounded around that, which is really great just in and of itself. ScrapeJet also has add-ons, so you can use the backlink merger to take all of your lists of found backlinks and merge them together, and then you have your own massive ScrapeJet auto-approve list that you can then post to, because you can assign lists to profiles. You also have the Blogger poster add-on and the WordPress poster add-on, so if you have Blogger blogs or WordPress blogs, then you can install this add-on and then throw the information in here, spin text, links, the whole 9 yards, load up a list of blogs and hit start, and it'll use proxies and everything, and it will post to all your blogs for you, which is great because that makes managing a network of WordPress.com or Blogger.com or self-hosted WordPress blogs really easy to post to and work with. If I had a list I wanted to assign, I can go here and assign a list to it to post to. So if I have an auto-approve list or my other auto-approve lists that I've built with ScrapeJet, I can even give it a folder. So I can stick a ton of auto-approve lists in one folder and assign that folder, and ScrapeJet will work through it and filter out all of the URLs that are no good any longer, and it will give you one final report with all the good URLs that have links found on them, which is awesome that you can just run it through and filter like that. So if we look at some instances of ScrapeJet that have been running for a little while here, you can see it's running. It'll give you a list of submitted and then a list of links found. You can use multiple profiles and submitted and found backlinks. There's even an indexer option where we can run it. And let's just go over here, and I'm going to right click here and just run indexer. And what it's going to do now is it's going to test my proxies, and then it's going to turn around and it's going to run the whole indexer list for me. And to let it run for a few seconds here, it's up to 30 seconds, and you can see it buzzing away here on the indexer list. And we're down to just a few left, and already it's found 305 links. And so it's that quick to generate links with ScrapeJet using the indexer, and then obviously blog commenting takes a little longer than that. And another great thing about ScrapeJet is all the licensing is automated. So especially if you're a Scrapebox user, you know that when you utilize a transfer or activate Scrapebox for the first time, you have to submit it, and then the Scrapebox team manually will activate that. Well, with ScrapeJet, you just go to scrapejet.net here and you log in to your member page, and you get to see this. Now with ScrapeJet, another great thing is that you get 2 licenses. So for the one price, you get 2 licenses that you can install on 2 different desktops, 2 different computers, a server and a home computer, or whatever you want. So when you log in here, you see this information, and this is the information, name, email, and transaction ID, that when you install ScrapeJet, it's going to ask you for. So once you have it active, if you want to move it to a different computer, all you have to do is come in here and hit reset license, and it will automatically make it not active on that old computer, and then you can activate it on the new computer. When you first get ScrapeJet for the first time, you just come in here, punch in this information, and your license activates immediately. You don't have to wait, there's no downtime, and you can move it between computers all automatically. So that is how ScrapeJet works, and that is how you can set it up to simply run by putting in a few clicks and a couple pieces of information, and you can set it up, hit go, walk away, and come back to links found. And that is ScrapeJet.